Welcome back. You're tuned into ShipShape TV, America's favorite boat improvement show.
I'm trying to help my wife Tracy out a little bit back at my house. She side ties a 23-foot Aubrey Brothers boat to a couple of pilings like this right here. And you know, I've got a couple of dog ears, and it's really tall for her to get a dock line around that. And so she takes the shortcut and she kind of just wraps the piling, and what happens is my dock lines just, they're nasty. They're always in the water. And it's not the easiest way for her to get on and off the boat. And I'd like to build her a floating dock to where maybe she could pull right up alongside of it, put a couple of cleats in it, and she could just tie a bow line and a stern line. But I really don't know how I could effectively attach a floating dock to two pilings. And that leads us to John D'Orazio. And John is the owner of a company called SlideMoor Docking Systems. And I have a set of SlideMoors at my house, and I love them.
Thank you.
All right, that's on my main dock. I want to build a separate floating dock.
Yeah.
Okay, in a different area of my backyard. And I was thinking about trying to match my main dock maybe with some lumber rock and building it out of wood. I've seen a ton of floating docks that are made out of wood and they have floats,
yeah,
you know, in them. How is this affixed to these pilings here? How is this floating dock kind of attaching?
So this is a one-sided only application where typically you'd fix at 2 points or, depending on length, 3, 4 plus. What we have today is the SlideMoor Floating Dock Bracket that would allow you that flexibility to attach to one side only and either mount to the face or the top.
Okay, now what we're standing on, guys, is what's called a modular dock. This is about 30 foot in length, and it is being attached with the SlideMoor Docking Systems bracketry,
yes,
for floating docks. And we're in the heart of Fort Lauderdale, mega yacht country here. And that wake just came by here, and you see how we're not banging into the thing. We're just gently right here. This is the boat. This is a drive-on type of boat lift. In fact, the vessel right there, that's what drives onto this thing. It's pretty big. It's a 28-footer, all right?
Yeah, 20,000, 30,000 pounds of boat.
A lot of these modular dock systems are kind of held in with some PVC pipe. What's the difference between driving onto a dock like that with PVC pipes versus driving onto a modular dock when you're using the SlideMoor system like we have here?
We're talking about lateral stress and pressure. You typically have the PVC pounded into the ground, and you're really putting a lot against that, and it's not that great. When we have it fixed at the 2 or 3 points to the one side, the system really keeps it still. You're not having, again, that thrashing moment. This has been tested and proven over 18 years on the market, solving problems, all up to high wind velocity codes of Florida, some of the most stringent codes.
Okay, now I know that we have Jonathan, my son, on a display up here on the main dock, and could you tell him kind of how versatile this bracketry is for attaching?
Yeah, absolutely. So Jonathan's showing right now the top mount for any type of installation like that. Again, the side, and then we do have versatility of flipping it up and turning it around. And again, another nice clean side installation.
And then you could just do another installation that way. That's very, very versatile. Now, modular floating docks are like these plastic cubes.
Yes.
Okay, that interlock. And I think they're like 18 inches or so. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, depending on the manufacturer.
But I know, you know, the space between pilings can vary, and it's probably not going to line up perfect with, you know, 18-inch cubes. How do you help that guy?
Yeah, so we've worked with many of the modular systems out there today, and we've developed custom brackets that would actually go around those cubes and allow you to have a mounting structure that you see here that provides flexibility, about 24 inches of window, so that you can handle that lateral difference.
Okay, I want everybody to kind of take a look from my perspective of that SlideMoor and that bracket, and it's kind of bolded right in the middle. This one over here is kind of offset to the right, and that's what you're talking about.
And we've made it easy for contractors. That's exactly what it is.
I think a lot of people might want a floating dock. They know the advantage of it. You can either drive on them or you can side tie to them. You don't have to worry about tall pilings to get lines around. They're very user friendly. How can more people at home actually get information on SlideMoor docking systems, because you help everybody?
Yeah, so thank you, John. You can find us online at SlideMoor.com, along with over 200 distributors across the nation.
Don't pull up anchor. ShipShape TV will be right back.